The peaceful call for change was met with conversation earlier this week when Mayor G.T. Bynum invited local activists into City Hall for what many have called a historic meeting. Among the action items the mayor agreed to, better support of mental health needs during police interactions with the public. As 2 Works For You's Dane Hawkins explains, that's especially important for one activist whose brother was killed by police.
He gave the best hugs in the world.
He was an artist, a college student, very intelligent.
He had a beautiful mind.
As siblings Naisha, Taisha, and Anthony Barre stand at the last place their brother took his last breath, in their hearts they feel he should still be here with them.
If the right steps would have been taken at the time that they were aware that they were at his home, he wouldn't have made it here. Right. He would still be here.
Joshua Barre had a bipolar disorder, and in the days before his death, he had stopped taking his medicine.
When he gets in that state of mind, it's like he doesn't really hear or see anything.
He's not really there anymore at that point.
It's tunnel vision. Mm-hmm. You're a paranoid schizophrenic and you're going through stuff like that, you get tunnel vision.
Officers had done multiple wellness checks on Joshua leading up to June 9th, 2017. On that day, Joshua had an episode and walked to a convenience store with knives. Tulsa police shot and killed him as he entered the store.
So it was tough for me to be a big brother and not to be there to protect your little brother, and to see him killed like a dog in the street for somebody was there to protect him.
That case is still in litigation with the city, county, and Barre's family. But while they wait, they push for change.
Being able to come together as a community for mental health. That is what our justice means, and that is what we are standing for, with love and peace.
And during that meeting with Mayor G.T. Bynum and Police Chief Wendell Franklin, they received a flicker of hope.
I feel like it's a start.
So it's all about training officers and the partnerships with the mental health community to work most effectively together.
Tulsa Police Sergeant Amber McCarty says focusing on mental health helps officers do their job.
We're trying to keep them out of the system. We're trying to prevent arrests. We're trying to prevent hospitalizations if we can.
And Barre's sister believes focusing on that early on could save more lives from feeling the same hurt that she and her siblings feel every day.
Our goal is to set the tone that mental illness is just as important as anything else. We can't turn back what happened, but we can move forward to try to make a difference in the next family.
Dane Hawkins, 2 Works For You.
And during that impromptu meeting earlier this week, the city employees committed to writing for more grants focused on funding mental health programs with the police department. Barre's siblings are holding a memorial to celebrate their brother and raise awareness of mental health. For the details on that event, just head over to our website, kgrh.com.
Now, your 2 Works For You first forecast, sponsored by Executive Homes.
Currently in Tulsa, it feels like 109 degrees. That's the heat index value in Tulsa right now, 109. As we take a look at dual Doppler, not much in the way of relief here in northeast Oklahoma. We were tracking the chance for an isolated storm, but unfortunately that occurred out to the west of us. Those storms are going to travel southeast towards Norman and Pauls Valley before weakening, and coming up in a few minutes we'll show you the exact track of those storms over the next 12 hours. Right now it's just hot. These are air temperatures, 94. With the humidity involved, it feels like, again, 109 degrees. Hot and humid weather, that's what we're tracking for you over the next couple of days. Heat index values are going to be around 100 to 110 across the region, but there is some relief from the heat. I'll tell you more about that with your 10-day forecast here in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, for those of you who are thinking about taking a trip to the heart of country music, Allegiant Air is launching nonstop summer service between Tulsa and Nashville. The airline will offer the nonstop flight 2 times a week on Thursdays and Sundays, starting today through August 16th.
Food on the Move, Go Fresh, Bama Companies, and the USDA are all partnering up to serve Tulsa Public School teachers and staff every Thursday between 10 a.m. and noon. The groups host a drive-through grocery giveaway. Now, the event is specifically for TPS teachers and staff. If you work at TPS and you missed the grocery giveaway today, the event is every Thursday through June 25th at the Charles C. Mason Education Service Center.
Well, next at 6, why some financial experts are now offering their planning services free of charge during the coronavirus pandemic.
Plus, how to help children cope with anxiety during all of this uncertainty. The pandemic has many of us making some hard choices when it comes to how to spend money. As part of our Rebound Green Country commitment to help you make ends meet, Two Works for You's Aaron Conrad finds some financial experts now offer their planning services free of charge.
In a COVID-19 survey, 9 out of 10 people said the pandemic caused stress on their personal finances.
I've got to pay this, and this. Which one is the most important? Also, we're getting a lot of calls of people just contemplating bankruptcy.
Kristen Pugh is a pro bono advisor with the Financial Planning Association. Pro bono means she helps clients free of charge. Pugh and advisors around the country are banding together to help those hit hard by COVID-19. They're offering to help anyone plan next week's budget or next year's for free. No strings attached. However, they're not getting many calls.
Financial planning evokes being wealthy, having stocks and bonds, and that's not necessarily the case.
Anyone with bills and money to manage can benefit. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Pew advises getting bills lowered or postponed, like your credit cards or cell phone bill.
You never know unless you ask. So pick up the phone, call the credit card agency and see, what are they doing to support people that are in your situation.
Susan CAPRA learned this during the 2008 recession after her dream job in the fashion industry was eliminated.
I just remember walking out in complete shock, just thinking that my life was over.
But then she got creative. Instead of renewing her expensive car lease, she opted to put a little money down on a used car with low payments.
Figure out how to either reduce those big bills, defer those big bills, get help.
One of Pew's clients did this with a collection agency, negotiating a lower lump sum payment. She says taking these steps can also help protect your credit score. Both say this is not the first financial crisis for our nation, nor the last, but it is an opportunity to educate yourself about resources that can help your bottom line. Aaron Conrad, Two Works for You.
And other tips to lower your expenses, call your cell phone provider. Right now, several companies aren't charging late fees or terminating service, but you must notify them of your hardship. And companies like Comcast and AT&T offer low-income households internet for only $10 a month. To find a certified pro bono advisor, there is a full list online. Go to financialplanningassociation.org. And when you're there, look for the box that says pro bono opportunities.
Amid the pandemic, parents are really feeling the pressure of plans being canceled. Some find it very hard to cope with the anxiety. And experts say this pandemic could also impact your child's mental health.
Trying to adjust the new norm that we're living and having our boys adjust to it.
Trying to strike the happy medium between the schoolwork and time on their tablets and time outside.
Experts recommend making a plan for your kids to balance activities throughout the week, and that could help boost their mental health.
Be sure to check out the new section of our website dedicated to helping you rebound from getting back to work and paying those bills to helping other people. You can find it all at kgrh.com/rebound.
And due to coverage of George Floyd's memorial service today, we're going to reschedule today's episode of Days of Our Lives for you. We will air the episode from 3 to 4 a.m. Friday.
Your Two Works for You weather, sponsored by Executive Homes.
It was a hot day today. Heat index values climbed between 100 to 110 degrees across the area. The heat is on, and we do see some relief head our way early next week. As we take a look outside at our Two Works View, Dave's RV weather camera network, we can see that we do have a few cumulus clouds across the area. Otherwise, it's just hot and sticky. It is very sticky. Heat index values right now around 109 degrees. Looking live, dual Doppler right now. Some storms out in western portions of Oklahoma. Those storms are going to continue to travel southeast. Not really going to impact our area, unfortunately, as the heat will continue and dry weather will continue as well through the weekend. You can see with future track radar, the storms out to the west of us. Watch where they travel, generally to the southeast. So with time, those will weaken as they try to approach eastern Oklahoma. Our cap is pretty strong. That's keeping a lid on any thunderstorm activity. And during the day tomorrow, another hot and humid day. Heat index values much the same of what we're dealing with right now. Right now, it is just hot. 94. Dew point So anytime you get a dew point above 70, it's going to be really humid. Anytime you get a dew point about 75, it's miserable. And then you get into close to that 80-degree mark, and that's just not right. 77 is our dew point. That gives us a heat index value, what it feels like right now, 109 degrees. It feels like 109 degrees. All right. 94 in Tulsa, Bartlesville at 90, Pryor at 88. All of us have heat index values near 100 to 110 across the region. So the heat a little excessive. If you have baseball practices or any practices, whatever you might be doing this time, look for, find some shade, drink some fluids, keep yourself hydrated, as the heat index values will be extreme. Looking at the rain chances, dry through the weekend. So a great weekend ahead to the lake. Monday and Tuesday, still a 30% chance for showers and storms, and that comes in with the remnants of